What is happening, everyone? Welcome to Turkmenistan. Welcome to the gate towards hell. And from far away, it looks pretty cool as well at night. Oh man, it's scorching hot at times. The wind is blowing as well. Tomorrow we're gonna head towards the Uzbek border. We're gonna stay there overnight, and then the following day we're gonna cross into Kiva.
Head down the highway side.
Reminds me a little bit of a ziggurat that you will see in ancient Mesopotamia, that you will see in modern Iraq. Sultan Shanjar's mausoleum, the grandest mausoleum that we have on the grounds of the old city. What do you think? Yep, in the 12th or 13th century, considered by some historians the largest city in the world. Let me turn the camera so I can show you the grandness. We can actually go inside as well.
Head down the highway side. Cold wind, but it feels right with you.
What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode from Turkmenistan, back in Ashgabat, in the Independence Square, at the Independence Monument. One of the few things that we have missed on our first day in Ashgabat. So yeah, the plan for today is to head over to the Darvaza crater, the gates of hell. It's gonna be a long drive all the way there. Hopefully we're gonna make it by sunset time so we can get some really good photos. But right now just exploring a few more things along this boulevard in this part of the city of Ashgabat, where we have not been on our first day. Super glad that after yesterday's journey through the rain, we finally have clear weather. It's not the beautiful sunshiny blue skies, but this will do as well, because it got down to 13 Celsius yesterday. You know, we have seen the temperatures before leaving towards Turkmenistan. We've seen 32, we've seen 36 in certain spots, and when we got here, yes, it was like 25, 26, but the following day 13 Celsius. Yeah, that was a pain, no doubt. That was a pain. But let me show you more of the marble white city of Ashgabat. Very clean. Again, very few cars in the city. Everything sparkling white, silver, or gold. But yeah, here we have some pretty cool statues with an unusual color, guys. Black. Yeah, if everything is white and gold, we do have some spots of black. The base of the monument is actually in the shape of a yurt. Yes, guys, in Turkmenistan, people have lived in yurts as well for a very long time, just like in Mongolia, just like in Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and all throughout Uzbekistan as well. That's why a lot of times, you know, when people refer to visiting the Stan states, they do refer to these five because they have very many things in common. Also being part of the former Soviet Union. Yes, there are multiple stans, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and so on, and a lot of subdivisions, you know, like Kurdistan, Dagestan, and so on. But when people refer to the five stans, they refer to the fives I've just previously mentioned. And at the monument of the first book written by Turkmenbashi, Ruhnama. I forgot what the name of the book was, but yeah, this was the book that pretty much was delivered, from what I understood, to the people of Turkmenistan, in order for them to read, in order for them to give them knowledge and concepts of how to live their life. So yeah, they built a monument here. They have some, again, beautiful columns, the beautiful white buildings all throughout. Yeah, I mean, too bad there's no one here, because this is actually an architectural, you know, I want to say wonder, but it's an architectural masterpiece, with everything being so well paved, so symmetrical, so well blended with the nature, with the flora. Look at this, the fountains, the buildings there. Yeah, it's remarkable to see a humongous park of this side. And again, this portion here goes all the way to the Independence Monument that you have seen earlier. So kilometers upon kilometers of parks, guys. This is quite wonderful. And on the side of the book we have some of the symbols of Turkmenistan. Just showing you guys a few more glimpses. There are people working here and taking care of the park at all the spots. And again, no matter how far you go in the park, you won't see anyone besides the maintenance people.
Cold wind, but it feels right. With you, I'm heavy breathing. Feels like I'm lucid dreaming. I'm not usually the type to rush into the night. This time
Back at the hotel, and here we have a map of Turkmenistan with its most important attractions. And as you can tell, everything is alongside this part of the country. The big desert right in the middle, Meri with Mer, where we have been, and then you have Turkmenabat with the border with Uzbekistan. And we're gonna go tomorrow at Dashoguz, where we're gonna go at Kiva. So yeah, we came to Ashgabat, went all the way here, all the way back. We're gonna go pretty much somewhere around right here, and then afterwards up north, and we're gonna cross into Uzbekistan. And the famous Alabai shepherd dog here in Turkmenistan, they have a gold statue of him in this roundabout.
can't be speeding. I'm taking it slow, but I just
As for lunch, we're going for some shawarmas here at the supermarket. Yes, we are back at the supermarket. And before heading over to Darvaza, 4 hours or 5 on the road, who knows, we have stopped here at the Turkmenbashi Mosque just outside Ashgabat, which is actually in construction, guys. So as you can tell, everything is fenced in because they're working on it. The dome was golden, but they're refurbishing it. So right now we cannot go in, we can just admire it from the outskirts, let's put it that way. And this is considered to be one of the largest mosques, if not the largest mosque in Central Asia. The highways running around the mosque. Let's put the camera through the fence a little bit. There you go. Yeah. And the mausoleum for the family of the first president. His family, from what I was told, his dad died in the Second World War, and then right after, when they had the earthquake in '48, his mom and his sister died as well. So yeah, this is the village near Ashgabat where they lived, and just near it they built the mosque. As soon as he became president, he built the mosque and the family mausoleum, which is under renovation as well. And here's a better view over the fence. Screaming a little bit because I'm holding the camera far away from me, but yeah, around 10,000 people can pray here at once.
I'm taking it slow, just go with the flow. I'm taking it slow, but I just want more.
And one last stop, guys, at a village before Darvaza. From here on, everything's gonna be desert. The road's gonna get worse and worse and worse. I actually fell asleep a couple of times. I did not feel much. A lot of potholes starting from here, but going at a supermarket. Just joking. A small little store here in the village of Verdent. People on motorcycles. There's sand everywhere, as you can tell. Kids going to school. So yeah, more rural life here in Turkmenistan. We haven't seen much of it because every time we're on the road, we're either sleeping or we're on the train, or it was raining really bad and we didn't stop. But But yeah, let's see what the store has. And the road to Darvaza, it's a little bit more shaky than the first part, but the landscape is starting to change. Little dunes here and there. You can tell this is the pure desert. And guys, made it to the first crater. There are multiple craters. There's the Darvaza crater, which is on fire, but there's also water crater. Check this out. It looks like a cenote from Mexico. So yeah, when they drilled for gas, you know, some of the bubbles had gas and some of the bubbles had water. You can get really, really close to it. Man, look at this. Incredible. Doing a full 360 of the crater. Yeah, there's some garbage, some debris right there. Yeah, one of the cleanest countries in the world, but at the crater it looks like a whole bunch of bottles have been thrown inside. I'll probably say 35, 40 meters diameter. I'm not a geologist or anything, but it looks like it's cracking, and at one point this part right here is gonna fall, and the crater is gonna get way bigger. They do have this fence, but they'll let you go over it. Yeah, I think that's the best part for photos. I would not, you know, the chances are slim, but I would not risk it. Yeah, they have 2 sinkholes like this, and the fiery crater where we're gonna camp. Made it to the second crater, which is a combination of mud, dirt that is, and a little bit of fire. Check this out. Yeah, they told us that the land just nearby it is very unstable, so don't walk too close like you have seen at the previous one with the cracks. Well, this one has some too, so yeah, always be careful if you do come here. Look at that fire right there. That's just a small little sample of what's about to come up. And made it to the part where the road transformed itself into dunes. A few more minutes and we'll be at the Darvaza crater. And finally made it to the gates of hell, guys. It's really hot here, and at times you cannot stay very close. Man, check this out. Let me turn it around. Oh man, it's scorching hot at times. The wind is blowing as well. This will look sensational in the evening. Our camp, it's not there where you see those yurts. It's gonna be just over the hill here on the left side, but man, it's extremely hot. Look at that. This crater has been burning for over 50 years. I'll tell you guys the story here in a little bit. So a little bit of info regarding this spot. You know, they drill for gas everywhere here in Turkmenistan, but the gas that's released here does not have enough atmospheric pressure. So you need around 300 atmospheric pressure in order to considerably make profit from gas. So this one has less than 100. Therefore, they decided to just, let it release, no worries whatsoever. But some shepherds actually took shelter here in this spot, and they died overnight, or maybe the following day, not sure exactly. They found dead bodies here of the shepherds. So the people said, hey, let's just burn it. In 6 months, everything's gonna be gone. All the gas will be completely gone, and we won't have any issues. But their estimates were wrong, and 50 years later, gas is still being released here in central Turkmenistan. Look at that. This is gonna be so cool in the evening when everything's gonna be dark and everything here is gonna be lit. That's why they call it the gates to hell of Central Asia. Can you believe that this fire has been going on for over 50 years? 50 years. Simply unbelievable. When the wind is blowing and the heat is coming towards you, it's unbearable. Unbearable. And finally made it to the York camp as well. They have multiple ones. There's some right there. Let's call it a valley. They were the ones near the crater, which is just right there. We're gonna walk actually to the crater later. Well, later, probably 15 minutes or so. And yeah, one of these is ours. Assalamu alaikum. And the barbecue, man, check this out. The whole eggplant on the fire, the tomatoes. Let's see what else they're making here.
All for us, but we will order, no problem. No problem, we will order for us.
Potatoes.
Which one you want?
Peppers, chicken.
We have plastic bottles.
And tea.
Plastic bottles?
Yeah, one.
You gotta have tea.
1.5.
This is the kitchen of the camp.
We have small bottles.
You have a small bottle?
Just deep, I think.
It's okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna go and put our bags and then gonna head over and take some photos of the crater at sunset. Everything should be lit up once the sun goes, once the sun goes completely down. So yeah, getting the other camera in case it's completely, it gets way too dark, so we can get the better photos, because with the phone, you never know. And the view of the crater from a hill nearby, it's like a sunset spot right here. Yeah, we're gonna go a little bit closer so we can take some better photos with the fire once things will get darker. How beautiful is the sky right there. And we made it back to the crater. Yeah, definitely looks way better with the perfect sky right there in the background. Man, look at that. We have to go right here so we can go over the fence. Oh yeah. We should go on this side right here. Incredible. There have been rumors ever since this was lit up to shut it down one day, to cover it up, and so on and so on. But nothing has been done, and it became one of the main attractions here in Turkmenistan, and because of it, Turkmenistan has been visited by thousands of tourists over the last years. Tomorrow we're gonna head towards the Uzbek border. We're gonna stay there overnight, and then the following day we're gonna cross into Kiva. So today we've been around 4 hours on the road, even though the driver said it's gonna be around 2.5. We stopped a few times, at the other craters and so on and so on. But it is possible to do this trip on a one-day trip from Ashgabat if you really wanted to, but you're not gonna catch the beautiful lit up hole as a crater. And during the day, you'll see it like you have seen it at the previous crater, the smaller one. It looks way better at night, and it's gonna look even better once everything goes pitch dark.
Took me to see Versailles in the middle of July.
wonder why it was hotter right there, because there was a whole bunch of flames just underneath us. Yeah, not everywhere there are flames, but yeah, right there at the entrance. Really curious what that cable is right there. And I forgot to mention, guys, that at the entrance to Turkmenistan, even nowadays, they will do a COVID test. Yes, it's been 4 years since everything started, more than 4 years, but they'll still implement a COVID test. It's pretty much just to sign your name, pay for the test, and then you go. But yeah, that is one requirement to enter Turkmenistan nowadays in 2024. It's not chilly, but it will get quite chilly once the wind will pick up as well, and we can start feeling the wind. I actually switched to the other camera, the G7X, that I have not used for so long, but I do carry it with me in case of emergencies. It does have way better quality at night, as you can tell. Yeah, let's go and eat a little bit, and then now I'm just gonna chat a little bit and then head over to sleep, because tomorrow, another day, another full day on the road, heading towards the Uzbek border. And things look pretty cool as well from far away. Some people brought flashlights so they can head back to the yurts. And guys, putting an end to today's episode, actually the following morning. Last night we ate, and that was pretty much it. We went straight to sleep, and we slept actually quite well. We just woke up at 7:30, went to sleep at 9:30, woke up at 7:30. But yeah, thanks once again for tuning in. If you have not seen the previous episodes, definitely head over, subscribing, liking, commenting is always appreciated. Gratitude should be the only attitude. Stay humble, and I'll see you here in a little bit. We're gonna head on the road in probably the next 5 minutes. So peace out, guys.
I'm scared to crash inside.